Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Thursday evening episode of Ted's Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. I know I'm looking a bit fuller in the face at the moment because I had a cold recently, and so I haven't been doing a lot of exercise over the last couple of weeks. That and also my calf muscles are injured again. So part of that, the fact that I did have a really bad cold recently. I don't have coronavirus, so don't worry. But I did have a really bad cold recently. And I was just completely drained at the end of last week. I was in no fit state to do any kind of review or any exercise at all, so that's why I look in a bit of a clammy old gumpy state, really. So apologies about the lack of videos on this channel recently. Now today we're going to be taking a look at a drink from a company that we've reviewed from before, and I'm not looking forward to it. So, I did have a good day at work today. I'm just about to go into the shower. That's why I've got the dressing gown on, because I put some stuff in the washing. Today's been good, but I'm really not looking forward to today's episode because we're reviewing another drink from Unkown Pleasures, who are a purveyor of pre-mixed cocktail cans. And they're also really shit. So, I'm not looking forward to this. I think the first one I did from them was their premixed can of espresso martini, which is like a 4 out of 10, I think. Then obviously I reviewed their Bloody Mary can, which was a 0 out of 10, which was so bad that after one sip I just poured it down the sink. So yeah, I don't know where this one's going to go, because this is their take on alcoholic peach iced tea, which I got again for £4.29 from the Wine Barrel on Western Road in Hove. I'm interested to see what this is like, but again, I'm not holding out any punches. So again, same as usual, the design of the can is a bit corporate and a bit too clean, and I'm not too sure about it. Artistry and mix of colours this time is a little bit nicer, so I'll give it a 6 out of 10, but still. Anyway, hopefully it'll at least smell better than whatever the hell the smell for that Bloody Mary was, because that was on a whole nother level of awful. So, let's give this a snifter. Not amazing smell, but it doesn't smell terrible. It just kind of smells like just from concentrate peach juice, like, that kind of stuff you get in a carton for £1.50 from the dodgy off-license, where some dodgy dealings probably happened a couple of years ago. That's why the previous owner is now in prison. But yeah, it smells fine. It's not an amazing smell, but it's like a pleasant, welcoming enough glass like peach juice you'd expect to get in like a really dodgy rundown Sue's parlour. Yeah, I know, it's fine enough, but I'll be charitable this time. I'll give the smell a 7 out of 10. It doesn't smell bad at all, it's just not the most remarkable smell, I guess. But anyway, we'll have ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water first. Alright, and then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this sucker tastes like. So to everyone at home, I hope you have a great weekend ahead, and bottoms up. Come on. It was so good at first. Can't you guys do one drink right? Okay. Woo! Okay, the initial taste, I will admit, is actually quite nice. You do get this flavour of like Lipton peach iced tea, like a tiny bit of vodka or gin or something like. No, actually no, more like vodka, because it's a bit more of a clearer, kind of more crisp, slightly less out there kind of flavour, which I'm fine with. And initially, for like the first half of the sip, it's like a 5 out of 10, maybe like a 6. And so that was kind of what I was angling forwards there. I thought it was going to be like a 6 out of 10, where it's just kind of a substandard, peach alcoholic iced tea. But the aftertaste. The aftertaste honestly feels like I've just licked a peach and then jammed a Pritt stick in my mouth. For anyone who doesn't know, Pritt stick is basically a stick of glue. Like, it... How are they They're this bad at making drinks. Like, the espresso martini was bland, disappointing, and below par. The Bloody Mary was almost undrinkable. Well, in fact, it was undrinkable. And this, you know, you get this. Like, it leads you in with that nice, interesting peach flavour that you think, like, oh, it's not going to be remarkable, but it's going to be enjoyable enough. And then it just punches you in the nuts with that horrid, gluey, weird, just odd after. The only thing I can explain for this is that they mix peach juice with glue. And maybe splash, like, a thimbleful of vodka in it. How have Unknown Pleasures expected people to charge this much for their drinks? I don't know. Usually, when I review drinks from a certain brewery, I consider it to be sort of like a mini series if it's like at least 3 drinks that I've reviewed from them. But this has got to be one of the most consistently bad breweries I've ever reviewed from. The first espresso martini was a 4 out of 10. The Bloody Mary was a 0, and this a 2. If even now, it might even go further down as a 1.5. That is pretty bad. Jesus Christ! How the hell are Unknown Pleasures still in business? If they're this bad at making cocktail cans, I get it, alright. You're not going to get, like, the greatest cocktail ever. That's what I'm going to say. I would say, like, more than any kind of drink out there, with pre-mixed cocktail cans like this, you've got to set your expectations very low. But at the very least, you'd expect something palatable or kind of quasi-enjoyable. But no, not a single one of their drinks so far has been above a 5 out of 10. That is absolutely unforgivable. They charge even more for their pre-mixed cocktail cans than Moth did, and at least a couple of their drinks are alright. Their brown sugar and whiskey drink is good, as is their espresso martini. These guys, they probably couldn't organise a piss up inside a craft brewery where you were being led through by the editor of fucking the world's biggest craft beer magazine. They literally could not do a more consistently disappointing job if they tried. And even then, if they tried, I'd call that charitable, because quite honestly, I can't think of a brewery so far on this show that I've reviewed at least 3 drinks from that hasn't been as consistently underwhelming or bad as these guys. Yes, there's been drinks that I've reviewed a lot of the time that have been like 1.5 or 2 out of 10s, and obviously, you know, these guys aren't the first brewery on this show to have a 0 out of 10 drink, but I cannot fathom how badly they just consistently underperform. Yeah, 2 out of 10. Really disappointing, not even slightly worth the price, and just a genuinely bad brewery that I, quite honestly, don't actually think they know what they're doing. Literally just feels like they're industry grade juice and industry grade alcohol in a can and slapped some kind of weird processing agent into it that makes it taste infinitely worse. That's all I can say. But yeah, if you guys like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted Taboo's Cellar, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to all that in the video description down below. And if you want to I don't know, leave a like, share and subscribe, leave a comment, check the video description. Yeah, I think that's everything. So, until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted Taboo's Cellar. Bye-bye for now.